Good afternoon, everyone. This is Krishna, and this is a presentation of ICP3. And we have a data set. We have a Twitter analysis data set. We need to find a sentiment analysis using the Keras data set. Before that, we need to do some functionalities that should be done before running this Keras model. That is deep learning Keras model for this on this data set. Firstly, the requirements are importing the necessary libraries that are pandas, numpy, regex, string, nltk, keras. Keras. This is the library that we will use for that we will use for running the model of deep learning. And here we are running all the import statements for the necessary packages that we need for this assignment. Here you can see after pressing the runtime, the necessary packages has been downloaded. And for this ICP assignment, we will be using the runtime type of. We'll change the runtime type to GPU because it will run on the GPU server, and we'll be getting the data using pandas reads underscore CSV from GitHub user Twitter sentiment analysis data. And after that, we need to check for any null values. If there are any, we will remove we'll check for the null data. And after that, here we are viewing the top 5 and bottom 5 of the data. Here we are counting distinct values on column label. Like the data is stored in this data frame. We'll be group by using the label, and we'll be counting on the label. How many unique values are there? Zeros and ones. On the zeros and ones, we are counting how many IDs and fits are there. And from the data, we are knowing how many data types are present in the data. ID is of int data type, label is of int data type, fit is of object data type, dtype is also object. Like we will be simply viewing one of the data, one of the views of one of the fits that is present in the fifth phase of the fifth location of this data frame. Here you can see the output huge fanfare and big talking before they leave choice. By using Cbon library, we'll be plotting using the labels, two different tables. And these zero is majorly about the number of tweets that are tweeted. So one is the number of users that are being tweeted. The zero label is all of the number of tweets. That is nearly 30,000 tweets by the number of persons. The number of persons is the label 1. The number of persons is nearly 2,000 persons. Here we are deleting the ID column, which is not necessary because and here we are printing because we need the sentiment analysis because what type of tweets are done by the persons. Because for that we do not need the usernames. That's why we are deleting the data of ID. ID is the categorical value for the usernames that are stored, and we will be printing data at head. Head will print the top 5 elements, and we need to process the data before we can create a model on this data set. For that, we need a function to pre-process the tweet. First of all, we will change the data into lowercase, then remove the URLs from the tweet, then remove user references like @kn of @vk18, like the references from the tweets, and remove punctuation marks, multiple spaces. Some tweets are like double quotations, single quotations. These type of punctuation marks will be present in the uh, punctuation in the tweets that we will remove. And stop words like in the in the tweets there will be words like da, ye, yan, his, him. These will not be like helpful because they don't have any meaning at all. These are the stop words. They are just a legal words in the English, but they are not of any use. We will be removing those parts from the list and removing numerical values. We will be removing the numerical values from the list too, and we will lematize the data. And this is the function you can see pre-process of tweet of test. We will pause the tweet like one by one in those. First, it will change to lower, then it will remove URLs, the references, punctuations, multiple spaces, single character removal, converting in list. It will do all the necessary operations that we mentioned above. And here we will be creating the empty list X, and we will be passing the data to flow through the function that we have created, that is preprocess underscore tweet underscore text, to flow through for the data to flow through into it. And the return value of the data will be appended to the empty list that we have created, that is X. The data will be appended to the X. You can see these are the results of X. Model, love, take time. You can see before processing the format is the data is stored in a data frame, that is data tweet 10th element. You can see hash highland consumer price index. You can see hash special character numericals special character. After performing the function through the tweet, you can see the special characters and the numbers and the numericals and everything has been removed from the tweet. That is what the cleaning process does to the data. After that, we will assign the classifier to the. We will store the classifier it in an array, and after that, we will. This is the phase where we will split the data into training and testing phase. Here we're splitting the testing size 40%. If you consider the data is of 100%, we will send the 40% of data to for the testing purpose, and we will send the remaining 16% from the training purpose. And the number you can see here, the number of training samples is 19,177. The number of testing samples is 12,785, which are 40% and 60% respectively. Classification of sentimentals. The sentiments are classified into two types, like bad and good. Good, bad. If you consider zero as good, then one will be bad. Vocabulary size. Here we are tokenizing, like we are converting all the data into binary format because the model cannot understand the text data. That's why we are converting all the model data into the binary form, and the into vocab size of 5,000, because into 5,000. Converting output into categorical value. We have two categories here, Y train and Y test. We are converting the data into two types of Y train and Y test. And you can tweak the shape, X train, 19,000 or 5,000 length, tokenizer wall index 22536. We are here defining the model using Keras library using do dense and activation functions, two activation functions. Here, dense means multiplying the factor. Dense implements the operation. Yeah, whereas activation is a process that will undergo. And here we are compiling the model with the Loss of categorical and of cross entropy. Optimizer is Adam. Metrics using accuracy. And we are printing the model. Summary here you can see. And we are training the model. Batch size equal to 32. Epochs equal to times 10 times. The data will be like with the random data, random 40% data, it will like testing, do undergo training and testing for the 10 times of phases. Like if you consider the randomly 40% of data will be taken from the total 100% data set 10 times, and we can get the accuracy here. Here, the for the first set it is 9588, 9588, 9609, 9583, 9552, 9572, 9557. As follows. The total accuracy, the average of this is 0.9575. The accuracy of the model we run is 0.9575, and we are printing the data. Here is the model accuracy and the model loss, training and testing.